So, welcome back to another episode of Believe in Boyt with this Chansey team that should have probably been a Clefairy in the last episode, but oh well. Got a new toy with Gravity, so I'm planning on using it for this week instead, and then we'll probably switch back to one of the Clefs if I'm taking Gravity seriously again. Always instinctual? Instinctual? Yeah, that's the word. Instinctual. Instinctive. Muscle memory. But, yeah. Okay, so he's got Milotic Excadrill, which is what I'd been using on my previous Gravity for a while. I also had Dragapult at one point. I also had Cinderace and Rillaboom even before they got the hidden abilities, but there we go. I would like to try and Chansey, but I don't think I'll be able to because of Cinderace and Rillaboom threatening down the Lapras as well. But we're going to try anyway, because that's the whole point. Do want to go with Lapras as the lead. Dracozold's very good. And I think the Volcarona is actually pretty good, even though he's got two water types. Because it's got Giga Drain. Would Rillaboom be better? Rillaboom is okay. I'm going to go with Volcarona though. Probably should have left Chansey on the bench, but I want to use Chansey as much as I can this week. As long as they don't leave with like both Cinderace and Rillaboom. But then you saw that Chansey was able to take a Knuckle last episode, right? Or the episode before, one of them. Yeah, that's not the worst. Definitely could be better. It's Grass's Seed, okay. I'm gonna go for Gravity. It's just, do I switch to Dracozold this turn? Or I switch to Volcarona this turn? Because if they go for a Grassy Glide, they could get burned. I'll resist it. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to Volcarona and set up Gravity. They're not gonna Airstream Lapras. It would be Phantasm or whatever, but then if it's Phantasm, to be fair, then I would lose the Volcarona. But I'll still get Gravity. But he's most likely going to fake out the Chansey. Well, actually, probably should be Dynamaxing his Rillaboom as well, or Gigantamaxing it, because that's the main thing that would threaten Lapras. If he does Dynamax the Dragapult, he could have very easily lost it turn 1. So it is, but yeah, it is Rillaboom. So that is okay. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Dragapult goes for. A U-turn, okay. That was a reasonable chunk. Life Orb with U-turn. I've seen that a couple of times now. Does seem a bit interesting. Yeah, there's the Cinderace. That did a lot. That was indeed a lot. So, one of the really nice things here, they can't go for high jump kick anymore because I've just set up the Gravity. That is quite amusing. And an interaction that hasn't really come into play for me at all, but actually has now. Like, this is significant. Because Pyro Ball won't KO Chansey. So I can go for a Sing. And I'm going to be risky with my Quiver Dance. But this is like I was saying before. Like, I can pin my opponent. They have to accept the Quiver Dance or the Sing. And if the Rillaboom goes to sleep, my Lapras is freed up completely. But that's really nice. They can't go for high jump kick. And they can't go for Knuckle either. That is very good. Reasonable. But now I get Quiver Dance. This will knock out Volcarona though, actually. So if I'd have gone for Sing into the Cinderace, that would have been better. Because now I need to go into Dracozolt instead. Yeah, that is a shame I didn't go into the Cinderace. But it will be Dracozolt. I'm intending to sweep with my Gigantamax Lapras now. So I'm going to try and sing... I'm still going to try and sing a Rillaboom. And... I'm going to go for Outrage. I'm going to go for Outrage. They're also not Life Orb on the Cinderace, so I wonder what item they are. Okay, this is fine. Will Drum Solo KO Chansey? We will have to see. Nice, nice. Now just hit your Sing, and then I've freed up my Lapras. And that's going to hit into Extra Drill as well. Nice. Okay. So now I'm going to attempt to sweep with a Lapras, which is not words you hear every day. And there's no way they have Earthquake with a Rillaboom on their team. And even if they did, it probably wouldn't KO the Chansey. I'm going to sing the Excadrill and just Outrage. There's amusingly a 2-shot on Excadrill. So it's taking the guaranteed turn. Now are they going to KO the Dracozolt? No, they're going to try and KO the Chansey. Which they do succeed in doing, but this is okay. As long as they don't get the first turn wait, I'll be okay with Lapras. And I hit into Excadrill as well. Do I prefer that? Do I want to get confused here? Well, I'm gonna, like, it's not up to me. Like, I don't get confused, so I will be outraging again. And hopefully I'm gonna hit into the Cinderace or the Dragapult. So I just need one more turn of sleep. I can KO the Rillaboom with a Resonance. But then will they switch into Cinderace this turn? On that. I'm not going to be able to reliably get off my Sing, because I could Sing into the Dragapult, but they could Phantom Force, and that having an extra turn of sleep that the Rillaboom could wake up for. So I am just going to Resonance. And still Outrage, and hopefully hit into a Dragapult. If it Phantom Forces, that is entirely reasonable. The Dragon Darts, I'll survive. If it's Dragon Claws, I don't think I will. It will be close. But hopefully they stay asleep, because they didn't switch out into Cinderace, and if they stay asleep, Lapras will sweep them, because it just needs to click 2 more attacks. Good, good. It is Dragon Claw. Is this going to be strong enough? It is strong enough, but that's okay. That's okay. Because they're not going to be able to easily break through the Lapras. Do I still have my Aurora Veil up? Because will they be able to go for a high jump kick? They got one more turn. That'll be okay. Late game Lapras. Do you ever see it? And it's actually got a very big potential to sweep now. Oh, gravity ended. Unfortunate, so they can go for a high jump kick. Also, if they're Focus Sash on the Cinderace, that would be bad. Yep, that's fine. And are they going to go for a high jump kick? Should I have max guarded? They did have high jump kick, so they couldn't go for it because of the gravity. Which is quite amusing. How much is this going to do? That was reasonable. That was entirely reasonable. I still think Lapras can do it. Will they bounce this turn? If they bounce, that means they're not high jump kicking. And then I can go for a Blind Blizzard to win the match. So I could take guaranteed resonance into the Dragapult, but then they get 2 high jump kicks, so that doesn't work. I need to attack the Cinderace, and even if they go for a bounce, that's okay. No, it's going to be very close. Oh, they miss. Sick. Well, that should seal the game then. This might even KO the Dragapult with the Rain Boost. It'll be close. Very close. But I do have a 100% accurate move because I've got Thunder. So I will be clicking that this turn. Now, the Aurora Veil should save me. So I can go for Thunder. I can just Thunder again. That's okay. The Aurora Veil is up for another turn at least, so I can still Thunder again. And they just need to not critical hit. Excellent. Late game Lapras sweep, let's go. We got lucky with the high jump kick miss, but that was good. Very close at the end. And probably should have lost. But I know what high jump kick can do. I know what it can't do. And in this case it couldn't do it. Late game Lapras sweep. You never see it. Except now. You've seen it now. Didn't even get my throat spray off, which was quite amusing. Maybe ultimately I did need to risk the throat spray for a 3-turn sweep on Rillaboom because they had high jump kick and just needed to click it, like connect twice. So, but that was an amusing interaction that they couldn't high jump kick the Chansey. And I didn't. I intentionally didn't press X that time. They really struggle breaking through Chansey. So I'm going to try and Chansey Lapras them. They go with Venusaur, I'll just accept the sleep. And then just... we'll both be sleeping at some point. Bring Dracozolt here. And Rillaboom for the Rhyperior. It's a very old Sun team as well. Like, Sun teams are being updated. It's Venusaur Torkoal because everyone always does, but no, it's actually Double Grass, so that is reasonable. That is entirely reasonable. I am going to Gravity, because that is what I always do, and I'm going to switch into Rillaboom this turn. And then next turn I will Fake Out and Sing, or Fake Out and Gravity if they Fake Out my Chansey. You would expect some kind of Max Grass, whether that's Vine Lash or Drum Solo, into the Lapras. Worst case would be Sleep Powder hit on Chansey and Drum Solo into the Rillaboom, because that would still do a lot of damage. Yeah, there is a Grass Max move coming Lapras' way. We'll have to see which one it is. Whether they want to Sleep Powder or Fake Out. It is going to be Venusaur. So they wanted that Vine Lash going. That would have KO'd Lapras. It's got the Grassy Terrain boost. Could have done. Just Grassy Glide, that's okay. Yeah, that's more than okay. Because now this Venusaur's going to sleep. Because I get to Fake Out the thing that could KO my Chansey, and then I'll be able to sing the Venusaur. This is an entirely reasonable turn. I've lost probably... Well, I was going to say my best answer against Rhyperior, but I still have Lapras at full health. So that is fine. Although this Vine Lash is going to add up on Chansey. So I will Sing, and I will sacrifice Rillaboom to fake out their Rillaboom so they can't knock my Chansey off, they can't get a Wood Hammer into it. Hopefully they don't max guard, hopefully I hit my Sing. They know what's coming. They max guard? They didn't max guard. That's good. So I just need to hit my Sing, and then I'm in a fantastic position. So I don't care about the special attack boost, so long as I hit. If I miss, I'm in an awful position. But as long as I hit this 91% accurate Sing, which I have already missed this week. Well done, Chansey. Now we're looking pretty good. Especially if they get the the 2-turn sleep as well. They will still have a +1 Frenzy Plant / Leaf Storm / Energy Ball, whatever. But do I go into Dracozoa instead, actually? No, I will go into Lapras. I'll play slightly more risky here. And the way I am playing risky is I'm going for a Life Dew and a Sing with the Lapras instead. So I get my Throat Spray. Because then if the Venusaur stays asleep one more turn, I get to Blizzard instead, and then save my Dynamax. So this is slightly more risky. I'll take a decent chunk from the Grassy Glide, but hopefully not too much, and then I just need the Venusaur to stay asleep one more turn after this one. Fuck off is fine. That means they're not hitting the Lapras. I don't particularly need my Chansey anymore. And then if I hit this Sing, I just click Blizzard next turn. Very good. Now just stay asleep one more turn. I'm going to cover for that by going for a Sing into the Venusaur, but if he doesn't wake up turn 1, I don't need to Dynamax. That's strange that the Grassy Terrain recovery goes before. Like, the Chansey recovered before the Lapras got hit by the Vine Lash as well. That seems odd. Now, just be sleepy. Still got Gravity. I'm just going to double check. Yeah, still got Gravity for 2 more turns. So I will cover for the Venusaur waking up with a Sing into the Venusaur. And I will go for the Blizzard. I will not go for Resonance. And the Venusaur is going to stay asleep this turn so that I can get this Blizzard off. Rillaboom was always going to stay asleep, but the Venusaur woke up, unfortunately. But they went for Sleep Powder. That's also not so bad. Because now we're still playing around with sleep turns. But yep, I hit. Okay, that's fine. Because the Lapras is burning its immediate turn of sleep this turn. So now I'm playing about with turns of sleep on the Rillaboom instead. So now I will go for Sing into Rillaboom to cover for that waking up. I will go for Blizzard. Or do I... He's already got one turn wake. I think I'll go for Life Dew instead. Because the Vine Lash has done a reasonable amount of damage. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for a Life Dew instead. Because it would be particularly unfortunate if Rillaboom both gets a first turn wake after they got a first turn wake on Venusaur, and I don't get a first turn wake on my Lapras, so that would be quite unfortunate. Okay, so Life Dew was correct then. That's good. Now, let's go Lapras. Chansey first, but let's go Lapras, come on. You can do it. full health with... Yep, full health with Lapras. And it woke up. Perfect. Because this Blizzard is definitely going to hit in the Gravity. And it is going to bop that Venusaur, confirm the Assault Vest on Rillaboom. And now things are looking very good. Because now I can choose to Dynamax my Lapras if I want to. Because I get to go for Gravity with the Chansey this turn. If the Dusclops comes in, I'm going to go for Gravity Sing instead. The Grassy Terrain's disappeared, so the Rillaboom definitely can't KO my Lapras. Even if it had Wood Hammer. It's going to be Incineroar. That is perfectly fine. I will be Dynamaxing my Lapras now. So, Gravity ended, right? Just going to double check. Yep, so I will be clicking Gravity with the Chansey this turn. And because he could fake out the Chansey and stop the 100% accuracy, I'm going to KO the Rillaboom this turn, and then next turn I will Geyser the Incineroar, because Incineroar doesn't threaten my Lapras or my Dracozolt. And whatever's coming in is taking a +1 Resonance. Like, that's okay. That's fine. This will still chunk the Torkoal. And then next turn I just get to Geyser, and yeah, like, I'm looking very, very solid now. How does he even beat my Dracozolt in the back? So this is twice now, late game Lapras sweep. This is what Gravity can let you do. And it shows that you don't, like Lapras teams don't always need to lead with the Lapras and Dynamax immediately. Like, you can preserve your Dynamax. And it's showing how effective it can be. So that is a wonderful chunk to that Torkoal. That's over half. That is impressive. And now, even with the EVO like knocked off, Chansey should still survive a Flare Blitz in the sun. So I will be trying to set Gravity once again. I will go for a Geyser, and I will do it into the Torkoal, because then that will set up the Rain to be able to one-shot the Incineroar. And then, when I KO the Torkoal, if they switch into Rillaboom, that'll be very close if it's in range. And if they don't switch the Torkoal, they'll lose it. / let me just set up the Rain. So, okay, they are switching into Rillaboom. So really, I could have gone for a Resonance just to cover that, but then I wanted the Rain anyway. So I'll still be able to get the Rain the next turn, or this turn. Actually, no, because I won't KO... it was Assault Vest, so I won't KO the Rillaboom this turn, but that's okay. Because he's going to do a heap of recoil to himself. Because my Eviolite was knocked off, look at this recoil that's going to take. Like, that is a nice chunk of recoil. And this one KO because of the Assault Vest and the Sun. Yeah, that was not much damage at all. Resonance would have pretty much sealed the game immediately, but that's okay. That'd be in Seismic Toss range. That's going to be very close, because 207 is his max HP. I think it is. I'm going to take a small risk, even though I don't think it's necessary to take this risk. I'm going to Seismic Toss that Rillaboom and guys, okay, so he did switch it out. But that was not the way round he wanted to do it. Because he gets the Sun, sure, but now he loses the Sun. If he sacrificed the Rillaboom or the Incineroar, he gets the Sun and I can't reset it. So that was an odd switch. Okay, gets to KO the Chansey, but then he's recoiled himself so much that I probably KO even in the Sun. So that's done almost half damage to itself in recoil. Yeah, the Sun didn't even save him. And now he can't reset the Sun. And if the only way he can KO the Lapras would be Wood Hammer, and that would KO his own Rillaboom because of the recoil. So I think I'm pretty sorted here. Because I even have my Dracozolt. Like Earth Power, I guess, Yawn and Body Press eventually, but like he had to dance around my Lapras, and now he still doesn't even really have anything for my Dracozolt. So should have 2 more turns of Gravity, I think. It's either 2 or 3, so I'm still okay. 3 turns, yeah. So, yeah. Drakazult is always going to hit. And actually, Voltbeak's way better against a Torkoal. And I can just click Blizzard as well. Because the Rillaboom stayed asleep 2 turns, it's now stayed asleep 3 turns, so it got the 3-turn sleep. The only way it would have been able to deal with Lapras would have been a Wood Hammer. That would have KO'd himself anyway. Voltbeak's going to KO the Torkoal, and Lapras is going to finish it off. So late game Lapras. Late game Lapras, that is the play. Don't always need to just lead your Lapras, set up the Veil immediately. You can leave the Lapras in the back. You can lead with the Lapras and switch it immediately. That is also a thing you can do. So, I think that was quite a good showing of late game Lapras there. I'm very content with that.